Coming to you from a wrong turn off Route 66. Somewhere in the Sonoran Desert, it's James Out West, featuring Ryan Rooks.
And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, James Out West, December 2nd, 2020. Y'all might have missed us last week. There were some technical difficulties. Video did not upload. So as far as you guys know, we both went undefeated. We picked every game right.
Yep.
So sorry you guys missed out on that, you know. So we're gonna jump.
We'll take it. But sorry, but yes, it was just issues. And then you know what, everybody, it was worth enjoying the family and trying to. We put a lot of time into it. But either way, it was a crazy week.
It was a very crazy week.
There was a lot of points put up.
It was such a strange week, to be honest. I think one of the biggest surprises was your San Francisco 49ers beating the Rams. Now I know, not a surprise to you.
No, it was a surprise. Well, it's the Rams. But at the same point, I wasn't expecting. I didn't pick the Niners last week, and I feel horrible, but I also feel so excited.
Yeah, man, I'd rather them win in real life and me lose on paper.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially, no, I did pick them against them. Excuse me. So we were perfect picks.
Right. And the Brownies, I told you they would win, but wouldn't cover, and that's exactly what happened because the Browns don't cover.
So many games that I picked correct, but didn't cover.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot. But it was, we had some crazy things firing in Detroit.
Oh, well, real quick. You know, there's a game on there that we didn't get the check mark until about an hour ago. And that was the Baltimore Ravens at Pittsburgh. It was Pitt -4 when we took it, and we took Pittsburgh, and guess what? They covered. But they didn't cover the spread that was as of today, which was like 10.5.
I thought Pittsburgh was going to wipe them across the.
It was ugly,
easy, but still,
it was ugly. They're the ugliest 11-0 team in the history of NFL. That might be an overreaction. Might be an overreaction, but Baltimore stinks right now.
Yeah,
they're 6-5, 2 games behind the Browns, which is important to me. It's good to see them struggling.
Got to see RG3
for a couple of quarters.
Dez Bryant. Yeah. And then, back out. RG3 style.
Yeah. Bob Griffin triple sticks.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Week 13.
This is going to be another good one. I'm excited, and things are getting crazy. So we're moving games all over the place.
So this week there was a games on Sunday, on Monday. There was supposed to be one on Tuesday, but they played Wednesday. Now those 2 teams play next week.
On Monday and
on
Tuesday.
Monday and Tuesday. So Dallas and Baltimore got moved to Tuesday.
Yeah.
You informed me that earlier today.
Yes.
But Washington-Pittsburgh is still on for Monday. But Pittsburgh played today as well. So why is it that that Baltimore's getting an extra? Shouldn't it be flipped? Shouldn't Pittsburgh get the Tuesday game?
Pittsburgh's getting screwed. I think they've had more games adjusted because of everything with COVID. And it's
not even their fault.
And they're still undefeated.
This may be, if they continue to do what they do, trounce through, make the Super Bowl, win the Super Bowl. I know it's crazy talk right now, but if they ended up doing that, this might be the greatest season in the history of NFL. Based on all the things they've had to deal with, no fans, COVID travels, games changing.
There's going to be those people that are going to have that caveat. They're going to say that. I mean, but you also have to give respect to what Baltimore did tonight. They had so many players out. They haven't been able to practice for 10 days. I was surprised that they put up the points and did what they did. I'm not saying that they didn't look right, but when you put up 12 practice players the day before, yeah, man, you're not gonna win. But yeah,
Denver,
we'll see.
Broncos had to play without an entire quarterback staff. They tried to bring in the assistant coach because he knows, and they said no.
Did he? Yeah.
And then
it's the funniest thing. And then so they ended up promoting a practice wide receiver.
Yep, who was a quarterback at Wake Forest for 3 years.
Yeah.
The reason that now this is what the NFL says, ladies and gentlemen. The reason that Baltimore was moved around is because they were following protocol and procedure, and Denver did not. Their quarterback group decided to work harder and go do some extra film study, which is fantastic, but decided to do that in a room without masks on for 15 minutes. And there's cameras everywhere. So they said, you guys broke the rules. You didn't follow protocol. We are not going to bail you out and move your game.
Yeah, they're going to get strict because they're at the point where they are going to lose money. Like we talked about it today, just about with this game, like this moving today. And if you have DirecTV, this game wasn't even on there because there's an argument, I guess, supposedly between the owner and whatever TV station that they were posting through.
Good thing I have Hulu Live.
Yeah, I called this guy and he's like, no, I'm watching it.
I'm watching this ridiculous game. Watch 4 turnovers in the first quarter. It was awful. It was an ugly game. Yeah. But Pittsburgh did what they needed to do, get the victory, move on to 11-0.
That's all it counts.
Control the division. I'm surprised that they don't have the division in hand with this. I'm surprised that they haven't won it yet.
This whole year is crazy. But
Thursday game though.
My wife beat you in fantasy football, and
who's still number 1 though?
1 and 2.
This guy right here. Okay.
By 40 points?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. 40 points, 40 points.
All right, this week 13.
There's no Thursday night game.
Nope.
So we've got Cincinnati at Miami. It's -11, y'all. That's a large spread. The Bengals stink, but put up some points last week. No Joey Burrow.
20-3. Miami. Let's think about that. And they also didn't do Tua. Supposedly it's his thumb. Fitzmagic came back, did his thing. I feel so bad for Burrow, but even with this big spread, I can't believe in this game that Miami is -11 against Cincinnati, and I'm going to take Miami.
Well, I'm taking Cincinnati to cover. I think Miami wins.
Is this the third week in a row that we
start off the gate like that? Absolutely.
Yeah. No, whatever. We'll see. Man, okay. Well, we both got everything right last week. So
yeah, exactly.
All right.
There's no video evidence to say otherwise. Now, Indy at Houston. Indy, huge game last week, getting the doors beat off of them by Tennessee to control the division.
Handled. Oh, man. Henry got me the 46 points, I believe.
He was unbelievable.
He put up numbers, man. He looked beast mode. That was awesome.
But their offense still looks like garbage. It's just him. Tannehill does not impress me one bit. I am saying this because Cleveland plays in this week, so I'm going to talk hella trash on the Tennessee Titans. But
wow,
Indy at Houston. Houston +3. Deshaun Watson. He's unbelievable.
J.J. Watt looks like he's back. He's doing his thing.
It's at home on turf. Indy plays indoors. It's a. I don't believe in Phillip Rivers. You know that. I still took Indy in this, but I don't believe in Phillip Rivers. I still took Indy in this because I think Houston's a bad squad. They can score.
Oh yeah,
but Indy needs to have
this.
They need this game. They need to play in pace with Tennessee Titans.
Yeah.
So to me, this is a must-win for Indy. As long as they get a strong dose of the running game against Houston, because J.J. Watt, like you said, is looking good. He's going to come off the edge hard. They're still got some key injuries in depth positions in Houston. Last time I checked, their receivers are still their receivers.
So you're believing in Phillip Rivers over Deshaun Watson this week? I'm
believing in Indy's run game.
And their defense?
Yes.
Okay.
Over Deshaun Watson.
I had already picked that. I think every single time that you say you don't believe in Phillip Rivers and I pick them, they win. So
that's what you're going with?
Yeah.
I still took Indy. I took him.
I know, but you still said you don't believe him.
Well, I just don't.
It works in my favor every single time, so I'm taking Indy. All right.
So now.
All right.
My guys.
I'm so curious to see what you're going to say.
My guys here. See, this might be a downside here. I usually don't take them to cover, but they're -6. I think they're going to win.
I hate 6 bets.
Well, I think the Browns win. So to me, it doesn't matter if it's -6. They're going to win this game. Tennessee has not shown me enough. I've watched them play piss poor football 2 weeks before this last week, where they beat on Indy.
Okay.
Cleveland's 8-3. Cleveland is undefeated if they score 7 or more points this season. 7 or more points.
Yeah, your run game is back. Your D looks good.
Myles Garrett will be back.
Do you know who the leader in attempts and yards is this season?
Oh, in rushing, Derrick Henry?
Mm-hmm.
That's fine.
So we got 1,257 yards he's rushed for right now.
Mm-hmm.
Not record breaking, But man,
he's going to put up over 120 on us. But I think you are forgetting that we have two workhorses as well, and Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, who are both on pace to go over 1,000 yards this season rushing.
this might be one of those ones where you and I have to talk about it. But I'm taking Tennessee.
Okay, -6.
Yep. Even with those points, I think Tennessee, they need this game. Tennessee needs to do what the team that they went to the AFC Championship last year, right?
Yeah.
Like let's see that team.
And it's in Tennessee. I don't know what weather's going to be like. I know Northeastern Ohio got hit with a ton of snow.
Pittsburgh was at like 25 tonight.
So I'm going to be curious to see where that's at, if the winds are going to be howling, if it's going to be what it's been like in Cleveland the last couple of weeks where they've won ugly. Played in ugly games.
So then maybe you guys should be used to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So I'm not.
Stop making
We're
excuses.
8-3. We're 8-3.
For the first time you could say this. And
Yes, for the first time in 30 some years, whatever the number is.
Whatever. Okay.
Bottom line is we're on the playoff hunt.
Cleveland. So 3 games, we're already off on 2.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now, this game, probably the same thing. Minnesota -9.5. That's a lot of points.
That's a lot.
Jacksonville is, they're pesty. They're pesty. I got Jacksonville covering this game. They're not going to win, but they're going to cover.
First game. Really?
Jacksonville's going to cover 9.5. Minnesota's not that good.
Jacksonville won their first game, and they've lost 10 straight.
Yes. And look at the games they've lost.
Dalvin Cook has put up 827 yards in 5 games. I am taking Minnesota. Minnesota, there's no way they're losing.
-9.5. I didn't say they're going to lose. Minnesota will win the game. Jacksonville will backdoor cover this.
I disagree.
All right, we'll find out.
This is going to be one of those blowout games. We're starting to see separation.
You think the Minnesota Vikings are going to be separation?
Against Jacksonville?
Hold on. Jacksonville lost it by 2 to Cleveland, 8-3 team. The week before that, they lost by 4 to Green Bay. Week before, they are in games every week. They're just not winning them. Minnesota has showed me nothing that shows me they're world beaters.
We are going to have
either one of us going to be 8 wins, or one of us going to have no wins.
Well, normally I win, so it's fine. We'll go with Minnesota. I'm taking those points.
That's wild.
I'm not trusting Jacksonville.
That's wild.
All right.
Detroit at Chicago. I don't even want to pick this game.
Dumpster game of the week.
I do not want to pick this game. This is the game that makes me drink today. Detroit at Chicago. I wouldn't pick this game.
Fired your GM.
Does that lead to a resurgence like that one game? Yay! Or is it, hey, we kind of liked those guys?
Well, that's what Atlanta did. I didn't think Atlanta was getting it right, and then as soon as they fired their coach, the next game they won.
The Bears stink. They got no quarterback.
If Trubisky wants a career, he needs to step up. Like, not only this game, but throughout the rest of the year. I still don't. I'm taking Detroit.
Oh my God! I circled Chicago.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did. I can't. Oh my God! I don't even want to pick this game, but we have to for the people.
How is Cap not getting a call right now?
I think there's more to that than just like this, that, and the other. I think some of it is we want to bring you in at league min, and he's had that offer several times, and he's declined that offer. I understand.
There is probably a lot more. You are correct. But
it's like, I want to play, but I don't want to play for less than $8 million. Even if I'm going to donate all that money to the right causes, and it's all about his movement.
No, that could be very true. It's just it's also just so frustrating.
I think also
see,
just
you see Denver this week, like all the Dallas, like all these teams.
It's just like Tebow. They famed themselves out of the ability to come back.
Yeah.
Tim Tebow couldn't come back to the NFL and play quarterback or play anything. He famed himself out of it. It's a circus wherever he goes because he's Timmy Tebow.
You think about those athletes.
Oh, he's amazing. It's amazing.
But now they're just.
So that's how I look at Cap.
Yeah.
That's how I look at Cap.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So next game. This is going to be interesting.
Oh my God. So the Las Vegas Raiders. What in the hell? Set up game.
Okay. So out of all the shit that my uncles have given me, please, you just put up. That was horrible.
Hey, big unks.
43-6.
Hey, big unks.
Yeah, please.
Right here.
This is why I'm wearing this hat this week.
Are you for real?
Yeah. Like
Your Raiders of the Desert did not show up in Atlanta.
After the week before. Like
unbelievable.
It's frustrating. It really, really is frustrating.
And so I'm going to say something. Hey, that shouldn't happen to a John Gruden coach team. Just saying. Just saying. There's
Not
things are deep.
43-6.
They're -8. The Jets stink. They're actively trying to lose. Their coach has got all kinds of conspiracy theory shenanigans going on over there.
Did you hear about this whole thing about like who's coaching and then like who's calling the plays? And it's the coordinator's sitting down and it's obvious the coordinator's not calling the plays. And they're asking the coach, why all of a sudden are you calling the plays? And he's saying, no, that didn't happen. It's on. Like,
he is a rogue agent of some sort. Why is he is saboteur of the New York Jets? I mean, honestly, I think he's trying to get fired so he can just collect that money and go back to Miami.
Maybe.
Not to coach, just to live. Yep. He got 2 more years.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
Shit, as I just talked about the Raiders, I'm still taking the Raiders this week. You have
Me
to.
too.
You can't. The Jets, I don't think I'm going to pick the Jets. You can't this year.
Do the Jets still play? Did the Jets already play Kansas City, or did they play Kansas City? Because if that's going to be like a 24-point spread.
It's.
Other than that, I don't know.
I don't.
The Jets stink.
I don't even want to.
They're -8.
Time.
Raiders -8, taking that all day. Derek Carr, get back game.
This next game, I think this is going to be exciting.
The New Orleans, Taysom Hill runs the ball. Mike Thomas never gets the ball. Saints.
Yep.
At the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta +3. Rivalry game. 2 weeks ago they played and New Orleans stomped a mud hole in Atlanta.
Yeah.
Now that was without Taysom Hill, I believe. Or was that Taysom's first start? I don't remember.
No, it's Taysom. Last week was his first start.
2 weeks ago. He's played 2 games.
Oh, yeah. Excuse me. Yeah, 2 weeks.
So, yeah, I think he started right after. Did he get – maybe that's when Drew Brees got hurt, was in the Atlanta game. Okay.
Well, he didn't start, but he came in.
Came in and played, okay.
Yeah.
But that offense is not – New Orleans –
But they're not including Kamara
at all.
So
that's got to change.
I think it was like the first game in his career where he didn't have a catch in was it the first half or even in the entire game? Like, they're not using him. Dude. Same point, they're still winning. If they can get Kamara going, they're a stud. Do they look good?
I had a 5-person parlay score a touchdown, which was Allen Robinson, check. Devontae Adams, check. Jamal Williams, check. Alvin Kamara, no check. No mas, no money, because Alvin Kamara didn't score. Unbelievable. With that being said, I'm taking the New Orleans Saints. Atlanta stinks.
Especially with that, I feel like that is probably
they're going to get Kamara picks. Right. Kamara should have combined 180+ yards total offense and 2 or 3 touchdowns.
With that spread, that's definitely an easier one to pick for sure.
Agreed. All right, so that's the end of the morning games.
Yep.
The asterisk to that, because we don't know with COVID and everything, a game can end up on Thursday morning, 10 a.m.
What's the
Hawaiian
over-under
time
on how many games are going to move?
Ooh, that's a good question. My guess is 1.5. That's what they'll put it. Either it's going to be 1 or 2 games. They've already moved the one, technically, the Baltimore Baltimore-Dallas game.
They moved this game 3 times this week.
Yep. So that's probably a good chance. I'd say 1.5. We'll have to look at that. All right. So the afternoon, we've got a 4-game slate, my friend. The New York G-Men, maybe minus Daniel Jones, said outside chance he'll play. Hamstring injury, doesn't need to play. They said they were bringing in J.O.W for a look.
Yeah.
Seattle -10. I don't like that number, but I like Seattle. I'm still taking Seattle minus.
Colt McCoy starting though.
Still taking Seattle -10. It's in Seattle. I don't want to. Colt McCoy.
What?
Tony Stark in a cave.
Oh my gosh.
Colt McCoy.
You don't think so?
No. Listen. I love me some Colt McCoy. Okay, Cleveland Browns gave Colt McCoy a chance. Colt McCoy had his soul removed from his body by James Harrison in Cleveland and was never the same. Okay? It's never the same. I'm going to go with Russ. Let Russ cook. Mr. Unlimited.
Oh my gosh, I love that you do this.
-10 though, I'll take it.
I'm going more so with Metcalf. Did you see when he
took it personal that he was compared to Megatron?
And not as good yet.
Well, you're not, bro. Take a seat.
Okay.
Listen here, nostril ring. Take a seat. You're not Megatron.
Does he not look like LT from back in with the?
Oh yeah, no. Listen.
With the little,
DK is a freak. And he's going to continue to get better.
Seattle, they had their hiccup. I think they're on a better pace, especially against the Giants. hands down. Even though it's a 10-point spread, that's a lot.
It's a lot, but I'll take it.
But I'm still, I will take Seattle over the Giants in this.
All right, now this cluster F of a game. The LA Rams, who 2 weeks ago I was like, oh, they look good. Look what they're doing. Look at how they're playing. Look what they did to Tampa Bay. Yada, yada, yada. You said.
Rams. It's the Rams. But it's also Arizona.
But yeah, exactly. That's what makes this game such a cluster.
So hard. This was my hardest game to pick. Who's going to show up? That's it. That's what I wrote down. Like, I have nothing else. Like, you could say positives, you could say negatives about both teams. They're also had the last 2 weeks ups, downs, and all over the place. Goff was not correct. I'm taking Arizona. I believe more in Arizona than, and maybe I'm giving Arizona a little bit of credit because now this is going to be our new home for the next 3 to 4 weeks. But I'm taking Arizona.
Me too. +3. Yeah. I think they should bounce back and win this game.
But again, I would not be surprised.
Oh no, not at all. That's why I almost saw this game, though, the Detroit-Chicago game. I do not want to pick this game. I'm not making this a part of any bets that I'm doing this weekend.
Yeah.
It's almost a pick'em game, and I don't like pick'em games. I wouldn't even take it in a teaser. Although Arizona +9, that's nice. Then the Rams will win by 10.
Yeah.
So I'm taking AZ +3. I'm just real hesitant, and I would not be surprised, like you said, that the Rams get this victory.
So
divisional battle.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, but I think Arizona for sure.
Now this
this is another frustrating game because Philly is. So if we got Philly, Green Bay.
Yeah.
What's the spread on this one?
9.5. I easily circled Green Bay. I know that sounds crazy, but just in my head, I was like, oh yeah, it's going to happen. They're going to beat them 37-13. Like, the Philadelphia Eagles stink. They don't know what they're doing on offense. Their defense is banged up. Offensive line is banged up. Carson Wentz is not the same Carson Wentz he was 2 or 3 years ago. Doug Peterson not having a good go at it this year. He's frustrated, which I understand, but he's going after the media kind of snarly and just kind of real unlike himself. I know he's fiery, but just kind of now making excuses. And
well, same thing. I saw another interview with Carson Wentz today. Just excuses. Like we were talking about, what was that, 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago? It's
sometimes trying too much, trying too hard.
When you see that, you know that there's dysfunction inside the organization.
Yep.
And Green Bay has Aaron Rodgers.
They have the second best quarterback in the NFL in Aaron Rodgers. And I only say that because him and Pat Mahomes are
behind Mahomes.
Yeah, only because of what Mahomes is doing. Let me put it this way. Mahomes' numbers this year, but I'm still taking, to me, Aaron Rodgers is still the quarterback I'm starting a franchise with.
Did you see that trick play that Kansas City tried to do? That Kelsey's, they did.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. Okay, we can get into Kansas City in a little bit, but yeah, I'm taking Green Bay.
Absolutely. It's in Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers is playing as free as he possibly can play. Him and the coach are on point.
Yeah, I think
everything's flowing.
It's getting there.
Green Bay's that frustrating team to where at the end of the year they somehow just get their stuff together. And then it depends on what they're doing.
I haven't looked at their schedule, but they're going to go 12-4. I think they're 8-2 now. They're 12-4. 13.
I think I heard that about the
Cleveland Browns
like 6
weeks ago. But
they're 8-3.
They could be 12-4.
Did you see their schedule?
Oh man.
Okay.
You gonna break down or pick Tennessee?
No.
Okay.
All right. Really, we're gonna move on to this game. The New England Patriots at the LA Chargers.
Wow.
New England winning that game was ridiculous. Field goal because they called a personal foul at the end of the game on Arizona to kick a 50-yarder to win it for New England. They're on the road. Chargers are besides Joey Bear said they're stinking up the joint. Anthony Lynn told his team today, looks like we're out of the playoff race, boys. No kidding.
Cam threw for 70 yards and 2 interceptions.
And they won.
Man,
he's bad.
Okay, so here's the stat that I saw that I came across. Herbert. He's a rookie. Right?
Oh, Belichick doesn't use rookies.
He's already thrown for 3,000 yards. 27 touchdowns. Or excuse me, 23 touchdowns and has 7 interceptions. He's on pace for 4,800 yards. 39 touchdowns and 11 interceptions as a rookie.
That's an impressive season. How many touchdowns?
What did
you say?
Is he at or on pace for?
He's at 23.
He's at 23 and he's on pace for what?
He's on pace for 4,800 yards, 39 touchdowns, and 11 interceptions.
Damn. Well,
so that's
probably not going to happen. But that's an impressive. Oh,
another over-under.
I say that with the touchdowns is he will shatter the rookie record by 10. This rookie record was held by Peyton Manning, who then had it broke by Baker. Baker played 2 less games.
I thought Burrow was going to be the rookie. Obviously that sucks with what happened with Burrow, but I think there's no question.
Do we know what the spread is on that game?
No, there was nothing posted.
Okay, so if I had to go on a limb, Chargers are going to be underdog by
3 to 5.
I was going to say like they're going to be assholes and go like, sorry, excuse my language. They're going to go like 2.5.
Maybe like plus
2.5.
I would take the Chargers
up to 5.
Okay. I'm taking the Chargers.
I agree with you on
that. I
that.
already picked him, but I would say once it's that.
I don't know, man. I don't. Well, first off, they're plus, so plus 2.5, plus 5, plus 7. I mean, really, they're going to probably win the game.
Yeah, I think
New England's offense.
New England has they've been getting it together, but Cam's not. It's so frustrating, but it's also I hate New England, but it's enjoyable. Either way, okay. So let's talk about what we got
Sunday night football.
Last Sunday. So the last game on Sunday, we got
Denver, Kansas City minus 14. Kansas City is rolling,
but this is 14 points. Is this the highest we've had?
No. Kansas City's had like a 20, 21 point.
Okay.
Yeah. Baltimore early in the year against the Jets, I think, had like a 19-point spread.
Mahomes has put up 32 touchdowns this year between running and throwing, and 2 interceptions.
It is an in-division game. It is on Sunday night. It's in Kansas City. Kansas City's going to put up 50.
Well, they're at least the Denver Broncos are getting a quarterback back.
Yeah, that doesn't matter.
Yeah,
the Browns have been playing without a quarterback for 20 years.
I love this.
Denver can play a couple of games without the one.
This game completely reminded me about when you and I were talking about how I talked you into where Mahomes can score 14 points like in like 2 minutes.
Yes.
This is an easy pick to me.
Yeah. Me too.
Okay.
Oh, that might be. Oh boy, 14's a lot of points to put on the lock of the week, but that might be the lock of the week.
I agree.
Monday night. Well, I would say Monday night football, but we'll say after Sunday football because we don't know when these games are going to be played. Tentatively, you got a Monday, 2 Mondays, and a Tuesday. This is going to change.
And Washington needs to win.
Yeah. They're at Pitt. Pitt looks terrible. I don't know what the spread is going to be. I'm going to say
Pitt does not look.
Pitt looked terrible today.
Washington put up points. Pitt wins.
Pitt wins, of course. I don't care what the spread is.
With the
9.5, isn't it?
Yeah.
Looking at tonight's game did not impress me to want to say that. I would tell you, but I already circled this. I'll stick with what I circled before that game.
I'm still, I think it's easy. I feel like it's not as easy against the points with the 9.5.
Washington's front four is tough. They're going to get after Big Ben. And if their front four does what their front four did to Ben and they scored 19 points.
Yeah, the running game looks good. No, I mean, I get it.
God, I'm like talking myself. I'm talking myself into Washington.
You might. No, I'm not doing it. I'm saying with my gut. I'm picking pick.
All right. I'm not. Pittsburgh's going to win that game, no doubt. Washington covers that 9.5 because I bet you Washington covers that 9.5.
Okay.
All right. Baltimore, Dallas in Baltimore. It could be on Tuesday.
Tuesdays.
So for now, could be Wednesday. They could just. Who knows? Dallas stinks. We know that. Andy Dalton.
What?
Baltimore doesn't look good. I'm sure Lamar Jackson will be back and they'll start doing their thing. I don't know what the spread is. I'm going to take Baltimore. I'm going to say the spread's probably going to be Baltimore 5.5.
Yeah, I could see it being
7.5.
I could see it being higher just because
7.5 maybe
by Baltimore being at home, giving them those extra 3 points. But either way, like it's so hard to pick Dallas or the Jets this year. Like it really, really is. Even though Dallas has had those spurts, they then still show you who Dallas and New York are. So
now
I'm taking Baltimore.
Now, your boys in town, Arizona, the next 3 weeks. We know that this game will be on Monday. Do you know, will there be fans?
I don't think so.
I wonder.
I would love if there was, but I mean, they've shut so much more stuff down around here locally just because of.
But they've allowed fans.
Correct, but I don't know with especially an out of town team.
Let's say
like
if they do. They do. You going?
if I can get good tickets.
I don't even know.
I would love to, but
dude, there might not even be a ticket situation.
That would be the Cardinals to be like, hey, come here, but you can't have fans. We'll have fans. So when we play each other in 3 or 4 weeks.
That's some gamesmanship potentially. San Francisco's a plus 2.5 point underdog. I know they surprised you last week. Buffalo, oh boy, I would love nothing more than for Buffalo to lose this game. I'd love nothing more for Buffalo to lose this game. I don't think it happens.
I'm not picking up.
It's hard. In looking at this, boy, I have a lot of road teams covering. That's not a good thing typically.
So now you're regretting all of your picks.
No. I'm just looking at it. It's 50-50. It's 50-50. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I took 7 home teams.
You're going to pick my team?
No, I'm not. I'm taking the Buffalo Bills. They'll win by a field goal.
I am no longer picking against my team. I've seen our schedule. Besides our last game of the year against Seattle, depending on with where we're at, we're depleted. We've gone through some stuff. I think this week we're more motivated than ever because we know for the next, 4 to 5 weeks, we're not going to be home. They're not going to see their people. They're not going to see their family. Nah, we're showing up this week. San Fran, Niners, we get it. I'm taking that, especially against 2.5.
All right, well, we've gone through this list. Damn near every pick is different. I mean, how many picks do we have that are the same? 3?
Like
3?
3 to 5 at most.
I mean, we both took the Raiders. We both took New Orleans.
Seattle.
We both took Seattle. We both took Arizona. We both took Green Bay.
That's it.
No, we both took Kansas City. And I took. Did you take the Chargers?
Mm-hmm.
I took the Chargers too. So really, we only missed the first 4.
So we got a 4 to 5. But that's going to be. I'm going to win. It's cool. Crazy week. Had a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable to watch football. Like, it really was just keeping it on the background because there were so many scoring against the teams that I really don't like. And so it was fun.
And I'm curious to see what the NFL does moving forward with these teams because they keep moving them. When is it going to be that they bust out? We're going to week 18, which opens up 2 more playoff spots, 1 in each division. That's huge.
We've been talking about this, about how this is where they're getting to that breaking point, and you can tell there were 2 Ravens, a staff member and a practice squad that got promoted and did a walkthrough today, but tested positive this morning, and they still made the game happen.
Thanks, everybody, for watching this latest video and rendition of James Out West featuring
Ryan Rooks.
Now, for all of you guys out there on the internets, please
check out our Instagram. So J.O.W_RR. We try and post not only our video, but also our pics.
And YouTube, which is probably how you're watching this, James Out West at YouTube. Hopefully soon you'll be looking at little pop-ups for Spotify and all those things. But right now we're not there, but we will be soon.
Things to come.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks, everybody. Be safe, be humble, be kind, take care of others.
One love.